Hello PMC fans, welcome. I am Noah JTRA, also known as the Rockin Aerodactyl, and I am here joined by Osil, coach of the Colorado Rapidashes. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, PMC fans? Thanks for welcoming me back for season 2.
Indeed, welcome back again to season 2, and let's just begin the way I begin all of the interviews with, how did you, we talked about the beginning, how did you find the PMC?
Well, actually, I was in a league with JSpecs in a previous league, and when he was starting up the PMC, he asked me if I wanted to, or if I was interested in joining. So I told him, yeah, why not?
Alrighty, nice. And what are your thoughts on the PMC?
I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's really well organized, and everyone's just been seeming to have fun with it so far, so it was really fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a really enjoyable league to watch from the background. A lot of fun and really competitive as well. So what are your thoughts on the league format?
I like league format. It's in my opinion better than the Smogon doubles that they use for like Worlds and all that. Everyone just uses basically the same sets in VGC, and it gets repetitive, and here you have to be thinking of what you could bring that specific week.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, when you're preparing for two different teams, one team's preparing for the other and vice versa, you get a much more interesting and enjoyable match in general.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, I haven't had very many matches where I'm just like, yeah, that wasn't fun at all. It's usually been, like, even if I get blown out, I usually have a decent amount of fun just trying to figure out what the opponent's bringing that week.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you were in a league with JSpecs before.
Yep.
The PMC. Do you want to elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah, it was for the WPF. He came in as a replacement coach like halfway through the season, and then he started coming up with the idea for the PMC, and he reached out to me asking if I was interested in being a competitor, and I told him yeah. And I was there for season 1, and then I've been helping out with the D League this off season for it.
Now we're off to season 2.
Yeah.
So you were in the league before PMC and you were in season 1, so you definitely have some battles under your belt. What would you say is your greatest strength when it comes to battling?
I don't know actually. I've been trying out, like last season I tried a mostly offensive tactic, and it worked for a little while, but people started figuring it out. Like, I did franchise Weeva from last season just because it's a monster in this type of format. So I really like going straight up offense and then mixing in a little defense every once in a while.
Alrighty, so you're a very offensive player, but you, like you said, you like to make in some defense. So, good overall, good player, but style-wise, but then also a little more towards the offensive side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So we just talked about, your strengths. What about your weaknesses?
I rush things a lot, honestly. Like, I hate stall battles. I will try to rush something, and then I'll end up doing something that I know I shouldn't do just to try to get through it quicker. But that's definitely my biggest weakness. I'm really impatient with stall battles.
Alrighty. So, draft is coming up and just, coming up pretty soon. Do you have any plans going into the draft, any strategies or Pokemon you're hoping to get?
I do actually have. There's actually only 2 other Pokemon that I really want to get. Just Pokemon that I think will set up a good solid core with my Weavile, so I'm hoping for them.
Alrighty, and are you aware of your spot in the list for
Yeah.
You are?
I am, actually. I got lucky number 11.
Ooh.
So.
And are you happy with that spot?
Not really. It's closer towards the middle than I'd like, especially losing my first round pick since I franchised. But I'd rather be a little closer to the end, but it's okay. I kept a really good mon from last season, so
at least it was the lucky number that was in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So you talked a lot about Weavile and how you have mons you want to bring in to help build the core. Let's talk about another Pokemon. What Pokemon do you feel is the most overrated?
I'm honestly gonna say Clefable.
Clefable?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
Well, I used Clefable in previous league formats, and I just don't see it being. It's basically a cheap Mew, really, except it doesn't get as much moves, and it's it's really easy to predict Clefable when it's coming in. So I just don't see it as really as good as most people have made it out to be.
So you talked about Clefable being an overrated Pokemon. Are there any Pokemon you feel that are underrated?
Ooh, honestly, Regice.
Regice, interesting.
Yeah. Regice personally is one of my favorite Pokemon, and its special defense is just through the roof, and it can take hits for days on the special side. And it can actually, if you make it a modest set, it can actually hit back pretty hard. I pretty much killed a Pure and Black with Regice last season for the WPF against J-Specs.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And its physical defense isn't too bad either. I think it's just solid 100.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's pretty bulk. It's decent on the defensive, but that monstrous 200 special defense is something definitely to look at. So you've been in leagues before. You know, again, you're coming back from season 1. Do you have any expectations for yourself?
I'm hoping to make playoffs this time.
Playoffs.
I kind of choked at the end of last season there, and I basically needed to win two matches after, I think it was like week 3 or 4 that I needed to win 2 more matches, and I just choked on them. And yeah, so hoping to make playoffs this season.
Well, you definitely got some more experience through last season, so that, I mean, everyone did, but, you know, that's what I love about, you know, seasons, because you get more experience, so you're always going to be better the next year, so definitely, I bet you can make playoffs, man. I bet you can make it.
Oh yeah, by far, it's a giant improvement from how I started my first season in league format to where I'm at right now.
Yeah, and so you talked about how you like to be an offensive player, but throw in some defensiveness in there once in a while. What inspires you? Like, do you have an inspiration for your team building or for your battles? Someone you look up to?
I really like watching Joey's team builders, honestly. He usually does a pretty good job at explaining why he's bringing certain sets, and it's helped me out a lot with figuring out why I should bring certain things on certain mons. And yeah, really. But apart from that, I really like learning on my own, so I just like thinking up new sets that might trick my opponents into thinking I'm having one item versus having actually another.
I see. So you like to be more original.
Yeah.
Alrighty, nice. So I want to thank you for your time for this quick interview. And thank you for answering my questions and for giving up some of your day. We just have one last question for you. All right. So who will be our PMC Season 2 champion?
You know, I really just can't answer that. There's so many good competitors in here that it's really not possible, like, to answer right now. I can't really answer that. Like, I'd like to say me, but
you can say you. Make the hard prediction.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna win it. So.
Alrighty, there we go. So guys, for those of you at home, thank you for watching again. I am joined by Osil. I hope I'm terrible with names. Did I say that right?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, I do apologize. But he is the coach of the Colorado Rapidashes. Please give him some support, and, you know, I hope you guys enjoy this Season 2. I'm pretty happy for it. And also, he made the prediction that he's going to win, so let's see if he'll do it, guys. Again, I'm the Rockin Aerodactyl. Y'all have a blessed day and blessed week, and hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Later.